We're going to get right into decor and design. We are starting in the bathroom. So our very own Brian Gluckstein recently designed a stunning one that he's sharing with us today. Fair warning, bathtub lovers, it might make you drool.
I love designing bathrooms, and this principal bathroom is one of my favorites. One of the main features is this floating vanity, and I covered the entire thing in Caesar stone. It looks like marble, but really practical, but the drawers and doors are completely covered in the stone. Instead of doing the whole wall in mirror, I did the panel details, just simple trim with mirror and the sconces in between. One of the things I really like about the room is the curved corners. So you'll see there's curves throughout the room. The curve on the corner and even the curved border on the floor. We use the Caesar stone in 2 different colors and then a glass penny tile as the border. Now when it comes to bathrooms that have windows, I like to have drapery, and there's so many great outdoor shears that aren't affected by the humidity or the moisture, and they add a real softness to the space. We have the tub here, and on either side we have the water closet and the shower, but I think the standout is this curved wall with this plaster motif, and I mounted a decorative fixture that matches the sconces, and then this tub, this freestanding tub that floats here with the nickel plumbing fixtures. A little bench here for the towels, a really spa-like feeling for this principal bathroom.
Beautiful work, Brian. That was amazing. Now, bathrooms tend to be a cold space without a lot of warmth, but you've obviously mastered getting around all of that. And you're going to show us how to warm up our spaces in our bathrooms, because we're all into the spa style, yes, and that can actually read a little bit cold. So this beautiful, warm, let's start by talking color palette.
Well, you know, we use a lot of different colors in bathrooms, but you have to be very careful. So, you know, I've done, you know, great, beautiful blue wallpaper in boys' rooms and things like that. But if you're applying makeup in a bathroom, you do not want green or blue color tones.
Not really, no.
Because really, you'll leave the house looking like a clown when you do your makeup, because you're compensating for that green or that blue, which makes you look very pale, but you're really not. And you're overcompensating with the makeup, so you want warm tones in the bath.
Yes.
But you also need the light bulbs to be warm. So when you're buying an LED bulb, you want to buy 2700, which is the number of the color, 3000 maximum. If you use 3500, 4500, or 5000, it's like blue fluorescent light.
No thanks.
And you will look like
brutal.
Really a clown when you leave home.
Yeah, we're not going for the clown look.
No.
The palette here, when it comes to the palette here, you've got beautiful neutrals, but they do read very warm, and I think that that really helps. The other thing that helps a lot is this.
I use wallpaper all the time in bathrooms, but when we were using wallpaper in bathrooms, we were always using vinyl.
Okay.
We're not using real linens or real grass cloths because they don't do well with the moisture. They don't do well with splashing. They're not color fast. It'll run. So you want it. This is our peel and stick wallpaper, but you want to do washable vinyl wall cover.
It doesn't even look. It doesn't look vinyl though.
It doesn't look like
so
texture.
I get fooled every time you're in here because it looks like it's textured. It looks like grass cloth. It's not. This is vinyl, and so that's good for the condensation.
And the beauty of peel and stick, which has come so far, is that if you want to change it, you can peel it off, and it's not taking the drywall with it. Beautiful. Remember with the scraper and the steamer, you had to do that, and well, you don't have to do that.
No, that's why so many people are afraid of wallpaper, right? It's not like that anymore.
No.
Okay, so you talked to us a little bit about the bulbs to buy, but let's talk about the actual lighting placement, because some of us are just stuck with the pot lights overhead.
Correct. So you don't want to just have lights over your head. You want to have lights at your face and at your head. So when you're sitting at the sink, usually we place a light in the ceiling. And we have sconces. So you want sconces so some light comes towards your face. Otherwise, you're just getting shadows.
It's scary.
Very scary.
It's a little scary.
You'll look much prettier with sconces, I can assure you. A lot of the lines disappear when the light is. It's like a filter.
It is.
Yes, you'll be delusional. You'll think you look much younger when that light is blowing at you.
We all need a little bit of delusion in our lives.
We do.
I believe in it.
And when you're taking a bath, you don't want the room bright. So usually just have the sconces on, turn off the overhead lighting, light a candle, read a book, relax, lock the door, and that's your space.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the beautiful furniture here. Like this vanity came all in one. It's Gluckstein Elements, Home Depot, Canada. But let's talk a little bit about what we're looking for when it comes to a vanity.
Well, this particular vanity, you get the vanity and the counter and the sink. A lot of vanities are coming like that.
Yeah.
And this is wood, so we want to bring in wood in a lot of that. So we're seeing a lot of people, they may still want the white bathroom, but they want the warmth of the wood. So whether it's walnuts or oaks or things like that, that's another way to bring in warmth. And it looks like a piece of furniture you've brought into the space.
It does. I like that it looks like a piece of furniture. We talked a little bit about color palette, but I want to talk about the metals because you've mixed the metals.
Correct.
Which is cool to do, and I feel like this adds the warmth, and it helps to have both together, almost like it's not too much.
Correct. I usually mix 2 metals, no
Two
more than
max.
2.
Yeah.
So we did the chrome faucet, and then everything else is the matte brass. So it's really like an accessory in the space.
Yeah.
You could do the chrome with the black also, because the black has some warmth too. Any of the matte metals feels a little warm.
Yeah.
But I think if we had done a brass faucet, we would have been like too much brass.
Too much.
So stop that.
Right.
And the brass has sort of a matte finish. So again, it's not that shiny brass.
And when it comes to warmth, let's talk a little bit about the rug as well, because this is nice to have in a bathroom space, but what do we need to think about?
It is. We don't want wall to wall. Remember those houses that had walls? I never understood that.
We were
Wall
just
to
talking
wall.
about that the other day on the show, wall-to-wall carpeting in the bathroom.
And it went up the steps of the tub. Remember that?
No, yeah, it's not
Like
a good idea.
The pink,
the dusty rose.
The pink shag carpet in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Don't get
baby.
me started. So do an area rug so you can wash it. And you want to use synthetic materials. You don't want to use wool because wool can smell in the bathroom. You want to use nylons. So you can do nylons, you can do solution dyed acrylic, which is what we use outside. You can use outdoor rugs. So as long as they're washable synthetic fabrics, they're great.
Because the smell we're going for is not wet dog.
Correct. We do not. Yes, you do not want to go into the bathroom like, what is that?
What is that? It's
Yes,
my
fresh.
wet feet on my shag
We
rug.
want fresh.
Okay, so you've got the robe going on here. Like speaking of warmth, you've got the handles for both towels on either side.
Yes, we've got here for the hand towel the ring that you keep by your vanity. Some people will fold it on the counter, but if you don't have a lot of counter space, do a towel ring and then the towel bar for your bath towel.
Well, the burning question in all of our minds, how does Brian Gluckstein fold his towels? Okay. Why do they always look so Well, yeah,
Let
show
me
us.
show you.
It's nice and
so this is what you do. You take your towel and then you fold it into 3.
How many of you did this morning? Did you do? Oh, they do it like that.
Okay, then you fold it in half.
Yeah.
And then you fold like that much.
Oh, okay.
And stick it.
Oh, that's the part you didn't know. Oh. What a pro.
Because if you don't do that extra fold, it's hanging down to here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've done enough so it won't slip off the handrail.
Right.
And just put that over here, and it looks fluffy, and it's not too low, and you can keep your towel bar lower, because otherwise your towel bar has to be like 48 inches. It's too high.
Yeah.
So just keep it at 42 like that. Isn't that nice?
He's a pro, everyone. He's a pro.